Morning, we are discussing transportation for senior citizens.
Yeah, that's right. We are joined by President and CEO of Happier at Home, Marie Rodriguez. Marie, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. So let's just dive right into it. Transportation for seniors. I feel like there are plenty of options to get from point A to point B that are safe and reliable.
Correct. Absolutely. Transportation in our senior population is integral in allowing our seniors to still be out in the community, involve themselves in activities, and really not set themselves up for isolation or loneliness. So we really want to make sure also, in addition to that, that our seniors are making their doctor's appointments and getting to their testing or procedures that they need to have done. That's crucial for their health, for health and, like I mentioned, loneliness or isolation.
Marie, can we just take one step back here in the conversation to address, it's a difficult conversation to have with a loved one or an elderly person that you may be caring for, to say, hey, mom, dad, aunt, uncle, I don't think you should be driving anymore. And I think that's something important. It's a difficult conversation, though, to have. How do you begin with that chat?
It is such a difficult conversation to have, as far as taking those keys away or saying, you know what, mom, dad, whoever it is, I really don't think this is safe anymore. So consulting with their doctor, their primary care, to allow them to understand what changes you're seeing and concerns you're having as a family member. And I think we have most success when it comes from that doctor saying, you know what, Mr. Smith, I think it's time that you start looking for some other transportation options, because it's, now unfortunately becoming a safety issue for yourself and for others. And usually once you mention the others part, it's not even just safety for yourself, it's others on the road. Usually they take a step back and they're like, yeah, I think they're right. Maybe I should.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Always good to get a doctor's opinion.
Absolutely.
There are, a few different options that we talked about: public transportation, Uber and Lyft, and home care agencies as some of the options that folks can rely on. Which do you think out of those is the best option for somebody who maybe just decided to turn over their license?
Yeah, great question. So with your public transportation, Uber, Lyft, Uber, Lyft, you have to be able to have the smartphone and schedule those rides. Public transportation, you have to be able to get yourself off and on and walk to those stops wherever they may be. With a home care agency, much like Happier at Home, we do provide just transportation shifts, and those are scheduled, so you can have those scheduled. Usually home care agencies will have 2 or 3 people that only provide transportation as their caregiver. So you're going to be able to ensure that on your transportation shifts, it's usually the same person that's going to take you. Another huge benefit with home care agency is when, let's say it's a doctor's appointment, that person that's providing the transportation will walk the client in to the appointment and wait either in the waiting room, or they can wait, in their car, whatever the choice is. But it's not as if they're going to be providing transportation for others or going out and doing errands for other clients. They're strictly scheduled for that client. So dentist appointment's done, the client is waiting. They're not waiting 45 minutes for that person to come back, or waiting 45 minutes after their appointment is done, and now it's somebody totally different that wasn't the person that picked them up.
And does this include, would something like that include just, regular errands? I need to run to the pharmacy. I want to go to the grocery store, pick up a half gallon of milk, something like that?
Yes, that would include that. In addition to after appointments or things like that, let's say now your loved one has a prescription they have to pick up. Yeah. That person that's providing the transportation, that caregiver can stop at whatever their pharmacy is to pick the meds up or whatever it is. In addition, the client might say, you know what, I'm really craving chicken for dinner tonight. They can stop at the store and they can do those things to make sure that when they bring them back home and escort them into their home, they're safe, they have everything they need. And the peace of mind for the family is incredible as well.
It's a win-win. Marie Rodriguez, Happier at Home is the website. We'll post all this information on our website, foxrochester.com. Marie, thank you so much for joining us this Monday. Local